Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the CBSI Hot 10 show, brought to you, of course, by comicbookinvest.com, where you can find the Hot 10 list every Friday, written by the one and only Ben S., who we have with us here tonight. Tonight is an all Flipside affair, guys. We have maybe Dino in the house later on tonight, but Anthony and Laura from Bird City are dealing with some Black Friday sales. So make sure you guys go and hit up Anthony and Laura over at birdcitycomics.com if you guys haven't already. They're dealing with some Black Friday craziness. And, of course, the Mighty Mel V is on vacation. So we're doing it old school style here.
Can you imagine doing Black Friday, like running a Black Friday sale?
No, and I remember I used to go to Black Friday sale at my comic book comic book store every Black Friday. Jesse James Comic had a Black Friday sale that was just amazing every year, and I don't think he's had it in like 2 years now because of all this craziness. So, anyways, and we've got Nico. What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Good. I'm finally going to get an article out on Comic Book Invest, God willing, tomorrow. So pretty excited about that. Apologize for my absence. I know I've got 2 loyal readers who were very upset, and I wanted to apologize to them now. So.
Well, we also want to make sure you guys remember to check out Comic Barricade, comicbarricade.com. If you guys don't know about Comic Barricade, then there's something wrong. These things are amazing. They will save you a lot of heartache. Not only do they have them for your regular boxes, they have them for your magazine boxes. And recently, they started Card Stopper. So if you guys go check out cardstopper.com, also, you guys can score some things to help your cards in the monster boxes. But remember to use the code word Flipside for 10% off your order at comicbarricade.com. And that being said, also remember to check out the Mighty Mel V channel for its Drunken Chat Son. After the show, I believe we're going to be hanging out over there tonight. So that'll be fun. So, again, make sure you guys check out Bird City Comics too. All right.
Hey, before we start, I guess they're in over in the comments. There's somebody from Willie's Comics and it says I had a Thrawn Martina. Every time you try and type in Martina in any stupid form, it always autocorrects to Martina every time. I don't know why it makes me laugh.
Yeah, that's funny, man. Well, it's been a crazy week, I think, for comic news, especially with the talk of Mandalorian. Shout out to the Darkside guys. They do a Mando review over there every week, but I'm going to use their image right now because, listen, this Thrawn talk is heavy right now. Ahsoka is heavy right now. Star Wars is crazy, and we love
Brian, you just spoiled it. How dare you?
I didn't spoil anything.
You just
and
hey, you're spoiling it for me. I'm probably more behind on the show than anybody. I'm still in season 1, so
Nico spoiled it 4 days ago on Flipside, man.
Yeah, I did. I told everybody exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah,
and everybody told me I was wrong.
Well,
shocker.
We all knew that Dave Filoni's episode was episode 5. We all knew that this was probably the most likely area where we were going to get Ahsoka. Don't think we knew that the Thrawn stuff was going to happen, but that was a pretty. I
literally said that on Monday, though.
Yeah, I know. Daniel Rickman said it on probably Sunday.
Probably like 2 months ago, actually.
Yeah, right. So everybody in the chat, listen, if you guys know the game we play, Ben just probably gave away his scene tonight, but try and figure out what this movie and what scene is from Ben's background. Yeah, it's just a fun little game we play in the live chat every night. The live chat, we love you guys. You guys make this show interesting. We really appreciate you guys. So thank you for all that you do. We have some books to give away tonight, I believe.
Hold on. Can't we refer to Ben's game as where in the comic book world is Carmine, the comic book crime boss from Cincinnati or something? I mean,
I
there's
think
a name there. I'm telling you.
You're stretching there just a little much, but it's okay.
There's this thing there.
Eras. Well, let's talk about the books that you have to give away tonight there, brother.
All right. So thanks to Frank Ogle for kindly joining us on the
Comic Book Women
show on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He was kind enough to spend time with us earlier this month on the flip side. And as promised, we've got No Heroine #1. No Heroine #1, and the Dead End Kids 1 of 100 hip hop comics variant.
Not bad. Shout out to Hip Hop Comics. All right, so how are we going to give these books away tonight, gentlemen? I think one of them will give away old school style, right? We, just be lively in the chat, and at some random point in the show, we are going to pick a random commenter, and then maybe figure out something how to give away the other ones. Huh? Something maybe tag us on a post on Instagram and tag 2 other people. There you go. And then we'll choose one of you guys, random IG people that do that. We'll tell you who it is on Monday. We'll give away one of those books Monday during Flipside. All right, here we go. We always start, of course. We got the Golden Age fun, and this week it's kind of interesting because, yeah, what colors on that frickin' book? Holy cow!
Weird. It's so weird. The way they drew faces, like the dude's head totally looks like it doesn't belong there. Like it was like photoshopped onto his body.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird. Fantastic Comics. What is this? Number 5? Is that what it is?
Is it 5 or 6?
6, maybe 6. So, beautiful color. It's got instead of the blonde girl, it's got the blonde man. He's got the comic book Jesus locks there.
Yeah.
Great book. Joe Simon, the creator of Captain America and Samson in His Finest. I love these fantastic comics. They are priceless.
Yeah, Chad Cave said it's No Neck Man. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But yeah, I honestly, there was several books this week. I think everybody kind of, the week before, Heritage had a signature auction, the one where the Batman or the Tech 27 sold, and there was a bunch of high end books last week. So it's always like the week after is like, do I really, all the high rollers and stuff already spent all their money, but a 2.5 CGC 2.5 sold to this for $1,800. So it was $400 more than a 4.0 sold last year. So
you think that's just title? Cover, Joe Simon cover.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what drives the spikes on some of these. I mean, a couple years ago, like anything Matt Baker was like ridiculous. Like it was like doubling. Like it seemed like every week. but I don't know what, like somebody's like, oh, I just want this book. Now, granted, these books only come up like once a year. So if it's something that you had your eye on, you liked, and once it pops up, if there's two people that want it, the price is going to go up.
Yeah, and I have to admit, I did not look this book up in either the Gerber guides or in Overstreet to see if it was a scarce issue from the run, but all of these fantastic comics are highly coveted. There's some incredible covers. I mean, Joe Simon was the editor at Timely Comics before Marvel Comics was a thing. It's real history.
Yeah,
No, I agree.
Sure. I love stuff like this, but I also love the comment that it looks like a bizarre Stretch Armstrong. Yep, I see that. Oh man, it looks like there's never mind. All right, so on to the next honorable mention this week, and of course, it's going to be all over the list this week. This is Star Wars Insider number 195.
Hey,
Grogu.
Oh, damn it! I was going to say we shouldn't tell them what the name is.
Oh, they all know. This is like Game of Thrones shit, man. People were watching this like me Thursday night at midnight, right? Did you guys watch it last night?
No. I watched it as soon as I woke up.
I told you I'm behind. I'm only on season 1.
Oh, then you deserve to have everything spoiled. That's your fault.
Hey, hey, let me just say, I wrote this list yesterday before the episode actually came out.
That right there, ladies and gentlemen,
that
threw me for a loop, because not very many people know that sick little tip right there. That is an amazing tip for ice cream. 10 seconds might be a little too long, but you get it just a little bit like it's starting to. Anyways, my bad.
How in the world did that even come up?
I have no idea, but
Brian's hungry. He's got the munchies.
Man, apparently. Yeah.
What's going on with this Star Wars Insider?
All right. So this is obviously not technically a comic. So for all the people that don't like magazines or whatever, then just kind of ignore it. But when there's really nothing else out there, when there's no comic appearance, it makes it really difficult to figure out what to buy, and everybody wants to buy something.
I think I have one of those previews exclusives somewhere.
Oh gosh. Well, okay, so I was gonna put that on here, but there was none sold. There was one listed of that, and it's a pretty cover because it's just him in his little pod or whatever. But I mean, there's one listed for $2,000.
Yeah, it's insane. I gotta find one. I'm pretty sure I ordered one.
But this one was only, this is like the first like media print of him, right? Is that
as far as I know.
Yep.
So I mean, even the fact that this was just a couple weeks ago, it was only selling for $5 or $6, was kind of surprising. But this week it's 10, 15, now it's almost $20. And there's as of yesterday, there were not very many available, or if any, on eBay. So I don't know what the print run on these insiders are. I don't, especially this particular one, because I'm assuming that people knew it was coming, but I think it also is helped by having Ahsoka right up there in the top left-hand corner. So it's kind of cool to have both of them on there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how some of the earlier Star Wars insiders move price-wise as more and more collectors figure out that they're out there, particularly the earlier issues when Star Wars wasn't having its second revolution.
I've seen a lot of people talk about picking up runs of Star Wars Insider in the last 4 months, I'd say. A really heavy. Like I've seen a lot of pickups, a lot of people, showing like a run of 20, so including another thing that's been very heavy on the pickups list I've seen lately is the subscriber variants, right? For Star Wars Insider.
Some of them are just really difficult to find. There's a Thrawn one that I assume is going to get a bunch of heat now. People are just they're going crazy with speculation following this episode. Who's coming next? Are we going to see Ezra? Are we going to see Sabine? Are there other characters out there that are going to pop up this season or next season? There's a ton of really smart people who are still buying Star Wars comics, and doesn't look like there's any end in sight.
Well, we got a lot more to talk about later in this list, so we'll save it for that. But I definitely am interested to see what happens with Star Wars Insider, also with the Momoko issue stuff that's going on. So keep Star Wars Insider on your mind, and maybe keep an eye out for it at your local honey holes. On to the regular list this week, you guys. Number 10. Here we go. Right back into it. This is the Clone Wars Defenders of the Lost Temple digest comic. I don't know what you would call this. These are digest size. They're smaller than comics. They're kind of thick, but this thing has been selling pretty hot and heavy for a while. I've seen a lot of high dollar sales on this, but man, with what's happened lately in Mandalorian and everything that's going on with Bo-Katan, and the Darksaber is great, but this Bo-Katan book might be the Bo-Katan stuff that pushes us more than the Darksaber stuff.
Oh yeah, unquestionably.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out how Bo-Katan has not been in any comic book, like any regular. I can't figure. I'm just trying to figure that out. I don't understand. This one was on like the people in the know's radar. Of course, I'm never in the know, so I did not go for this. I've never actually seen this.
By the time I was looking for them, they were gone.
Yeah, I totally missed this boat. A couple weeks ago, this was on the honorable mention for had a $350 7.5 sale, a 9.2 sale this week of $750, and a low grade raw copy sold for $250 that still had like the sticker on the spine, and it was beat to death. Yeah, it was sold for $250. I think most of the listings now for graded copies are over $1,000 for this. I would say that I'm surprised by these dollar amounts, but I guess I really shouldn't be. I mean, it is Star Wars. I mean,
how many of these do you think are out there?
That would, who would be interested to talk about this? I know we already brought it up, but it'd be interested to hear Marco and the guys look into that and see if they could figure out what is the numbers on these digests.
How would you ever figure that out?
I have no idea.
I mean, I don't even know where you would start to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, here's the interesting thing, right? Everybody was, talking about this book for Darksaber for the longest time, but, people in the know did know the Bo-Katan stuff and this and that. But I do want to give a quick shout out because I noticed on IG the other day, I think, D-Core Collectibles, told him I was going to give him a shout out because he did talk about how a lot of people are talking about this being the, first Darksaber stuff where the real first Darksaber is in that Son of Dathomir. So keep an eye on Son of Dathomir also. If you guys are looking at this book, also keep an eye on Son of Dathomir if you guys are interested in specking on Darksaber stuff.
I mean, dude, but weapon spec is like worse than baby spec.
This is a cool weapon though, Nico. This is like
an ancillary thing.
This is like Infinity Gauntlets type stuff.
I think it's hot garbage.
Oh, no way,
We'll
man.
just
I think
agree to disagree.
It's got great lore behind it.
I mean, I hear that, but like if it's He-Man's sword, no one gives a shit. People care about He-Man.
Hey, look. You're up here, Nico. Brian's down here. I'm right here in the middle. I see both your guys' points on that.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's also funny that they had to put the toy on like the dangerous toy list this year because they said
now that's awesome.
It's a plastic sword. Yeah, because it's a plastic sword. Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah,
that makes me happy. I'm back on Team Darksaber.
It always makes me happy to talk about.
You've convinced me it's over. It's much more important to me now. I'm back.
So shout out to the Young Gunners and Decor Collectibles. I love the research. I love that type of stuff when you guys really get into it. So also make sure you guys keep an eye out on the for the Son of Dathomir stuff. That stuff is really, really great stuff.
Is that in is the Son of Dathomir? That's the regular issue number 1 or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
That's the Darth Maul book that matters.
Yes. So, but yeah, look for this book too. It's definitely this is one of those books you're gonna find maybe in used bookstores and stuff like that.
Although there is that Star Wars Insider, right, guys?
Yeah. All right, here we go. On to number 9 this week. Number 9 is what's up? We got some Power Rangers stuff going on here.
Power Rangers.
Shout out to Power Rangers. Frank Gogol was geeking out over Power Rangers the other day on the Comic Book Women, and it was a very interesting talk to hear a bunch of Power Rangers fans geek out over Power Rangers.
Did you guys grow up in the Power Rangers?
Right before it, right after it.
We're all too old.
Yeah, I was in junior high, and
I was too old for Power Rangers.
Yeah, I was after. Yeah, Power Rangers came after me, and I was like, "This is dumb. This is the worst thing I've ever seen."
Have either of you watched the Power Rangers YouTube fan film?
It's amazing. It's got Katie Sackhoff in it, right?
It'll change everything for you.
Yeah.
Power Rangers was like Ben described, like this is hot garbage, right? And then I saw that YouTube, and now I'm like, so how do I get the Fruit of the Looms comic? Like I want the like super rare Power Rangers. I hope, and but I doubt that they will do something exceptionally cool with Power Rangers. They're allegedly going to put together a Power Rangers kind of universe. This being the first appearance of the Ranger Slayer. They've got a guy who they've dubbed there Kevin Feige. His name escapes me. But I think there's a lot of cool Power Rangers keys. If you watched us the night before Thanksgiving, Gary was going through, Gary Nusser, shout out to the Comic Perspective, was going through these homage covers, and there's a ton of cool ones. This one is really taking center stage because it also has the first appearance in it.
Yeah.
And if you have the Fruit of the Looms Power Rangers comic, I would like for you to reach out to me. I'm interested in it.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the thing. Did you know about that one?
I did not know about that one.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I've never seen one, but I'd like to get one.
Huh. Yeah. This one definitely it's the first appearance. That's even the regular issue now is selling for like $35 to $40.
What?
Yeah. For this.
Wow.
What's his character's name? Dark or Ranger Slayer.
Ranger Slayer. Yeah.
Ranger Slayer. Yeah. So. There's about 4 or 5 different covers for this. This one was like a 1 in 25, but there's a couple other incentive variants and stuff. And if most people are not, when they're going through back issue bins, they're not looking for Go-Go Power Rangers, but definitely if you are, look for number 8 in any of the covers. Try to find any of the covers, and
nice.
So Go-Go Power Rangers 8. This one just happens to be the Ferris Bueller, which is kind of funny because I go by Ben Stein, and that was
Ben Stein's breakout.
Yep.
Yeah, so. I have the Ferris Bueller's Day Off tape over my shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And here's Jeffrey Delmonico says the second print of this comic is a much better cover, in my opinion, as she is on it. So there we go. Well, I'm interested into seeing any of the Power Ranger stuff take off because I know their fans are rabid.
And if you haven't seen the YouTube, you have to watch it. You'll thank us later. It's exceptional.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful short fan film that just killed it. But what did you say this is going for? 30 to 50?
No.
Yeah, this one's 50. Yeah, this one's $50.
Okay, the A cover is going for 35. Did you say?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, on to number 8. Here we go, guys. This is all the Thrawn talk, and it was nice to see it on the list because Thrawn stuff is going crazy. I mean, you could have easily had maybe the Matina Thrawn on here or some of the other Thrawn books that people are going for because Thrawn stuff is just.
Yeah. So again, and I think I've went over this like 1,000 times for people. The list comes out on Friday, but I don't write it on Friday. I write it usually on Wednesday or Thursday, so it's usually a day or two before. So I actually happened to write this yesterday before Mandalorian came out. Now the sales that I saw, and so this kind of leads me to know that somebody saw it beforehand. Because there were several, like somebody had them listed for near mint copy, and then near mint minus, very fine near mint, and all of them sold. The near mint copies they sold for 180 a piece, which is raw. These are raw copies, which is crazy high for this book. Then the near mint minus copy sold for around like 75 or 80, and even like the VF copy sold for, like $50 or $60 or something like that. I saw those, I put it on the list, and then when I woke up this morning, everything had changed, and now VF near mint copies are selling for 200 raw. 9/8 of just this regular one are $1,000.
Wow.
Huge money. Now, I've told everybody this. This is my crying in the river story. Well, one of the thousands that I have, but I did sell I had a 9/8 newsstand copy of this during COVID and moved it during COVID. So I was way early. I still made good money on it, but I sold it for less than what 9/8 regular copies are now selling for. So, don't never ask me when to sell because I will give you the wrong answer.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I have one at CGC right now, so I probably won't get mine back until nobody cares about it again.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think my thought was because I was buying these like 2-3 years ago, and my thought always was whenever it's going to happen. The character's way too popular among Star Wars fans to never happen, and when it does happen, it's going to be big. And again, I haven't seen the episode. All I know is something obviously happens with this because it was all over Instagram, all over everything this morning. I tried to stay away from it as much as I could. But because I still need to catch up. So good for anybody who did not sell.
This is recent sales on Thrawn books, and it's just very interesting to see your, 250. These Thrawn Thrawn animation variants 1 in 10s are going for 20.
I like that one. 250 in nice condition.
Yeah.
Not what grade is that?
Here's the Dark Horse Insider, which is interesting. It's selling, for a good chip.
I'd never see those in nice shape.
No.
The Insider.
Right. Yeah. I see them, but they look like somebody pulled them from the bottom of a box after they used them as a liner. You know what I mean?
Is Matina 2 T's?
Yeah. It is.
Let's see here. 250 raw.
Well, I guarantee you that was the only one listed in it. What it sell first thing this morning.
Yeah.
So, and for the record, that was the last book. It never popped. And there's a lot of people that have been holding on to those books that are pissed off. They're like, what iteration of Thrawn, right? Like people care or something. Like collectors are that smart or care. They're not. because, obviously the Timothy Zahn, I don't know how you pronounce his name. I think Zane iteration is arguably different than the Clone Wars iteration, significantly enough that they think there's some sort of delineation there. But I think this is the book, unquestionably. Not that I don't love Matina.
The Matina one is nice. That's a Matina one that
gorgeous.
So I would trade that straight up for that Gamora book any day.
Yeah, and Patrick, I realize COVID is still going on. I should have prefaced it with the dead shutdown of COVID back in April when nobody was doing anything, when there was no life. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I make the same sort of like rhetorical error, and the only thing I can say is that I feel as if we might have another one.
We might, but that one was that when I think of complete shutdown, that's when I think.
Yeah, but, like when you were like, "Can I leave my house?" I don't know.
Oh yeah, they're not even shipping comic books. We're just gonna all just sit here and spend big money on old books now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? This is this a $2,000 9.8? I don't know. I would have never thought Clone Wars was a $2,000 9.8, but it is.
Yeah, I'm at this point. I give up on trying to predict how high these things are going to go.
Yeah.
Oh, can we talk a little bit about the Clone Wars book? Because do we see that Clone Wars book? How much higher can that go?
Which one? The regular cover or the variant?
Yeah, both. Even the regular cover, man.
Or the newsstand.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that sucker.
Yeah, I've had all of them.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it then. On to number 7 this week. The 7 this week is a return on the list from last week because this is the Black Sabbath cover. I like to call this the Black Sabbath homage.
It's a kinder and gentler discussion.
Yes, it is. A girl walks home alone at night. The comic, which, as Ben was explaining last week, came out after the movie, right?
Yeah, the movie was in 2014, so it was an overseas movie, and Dino actually gave a little heads up, but he got emailed something yesterday that there may be like a self-published version of this from 2014.
Wow.
With this exact same cover. Now this is the 1 in 5 variant, but there was apparently he sent it. He took a picture of the how do you say it, indicia, whatever it is, and it said 2014, and it looked like it was self-published by the author who also wrote the movie. So I'd not heard that one. I've only heard of this version, but wouldn't surprise me if she decided to make a comic now that she decided to make a comic 6 years ago when the movie came out. So, and
then the issue will be, can you verify that it's not a photocopy because it was self-published?
And you think of like and I told Dino, I said, this is similar to like when Hinge Girl got hot. She had that self-published whatever, that there was only 300 copies or 250 copies or something like that. And I don't know. When they self-publish, I think they still have to like do the same things, right? They like it.
It depends, right? It depends on paper quality, depends on printing quality. But no matter what, it's super cool.
Yeah. So that's a little, if you're looking for this, if you happen to find one you're like, how did this get in a back issue bin?
Wow.
That might be where it's from.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's very cool. I love to find out self-published type stories about books like this. So hopefully that is true. And it says, here we go. Spider Nerd 78 says the movie was decent. Her second film with Momoa was bad. I wonder what that film was. If you remember what that film was, throw it out there. So, all right. What's this selling for again?
Now it is up to $35.
$35, not bad
for 1 in 5.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Strong.
Yeah.
All right. On to number 6 this week. And I love this. I love it, man. I know this is brute force number 1. This is gaining a little bit of value here because of the Marvel 616 amazing documentary that they've done. And I always geeked out over this because I thought it was Battle Beast for the longest time. I'm like, holy shit, this is Battle Beast, but it's not. And it always reminds me of Battle Beast, which is just as cool. But Brute Force number 1, 4-issue limited series back in the day. What's going on with this?
First of all, they say that they're the protectors of the environment. They must suck because apparently the environment is not doing well. So they did not do their job, which is why their series got canceled. So
makes sense. Makes sense.
So I don't know. I didn't see the issue or the episode this week, but apparently they were reading from this. Like they had like Donny Cates on there reading it, and some of these other guys actually reading this from this. And I guess I guess somebody made mention that they are actually trying to get this thing remade as an animated series, like on TV or whatever. I guess. I don't know. It went from, I mean, who knows? Probably $1. I mean, it was probably $1 book.
Oh yeah, but I would pick it up if I saw it in $1 bin, that's for sure.
It's going for 20 or more right now. So yeah. So
shout out to our man Ultra. And can I make one specific comment about pet spec? It's having a revolution, right? There's Pizza Dog, there's the Doctor Strange dog, there's the Land Shark, Brute Force now.
Jeff, I've got to get me a nice.
You love Jeff.
I know. I've got to give me a nice Jeff.
All right, I'll dig around and see if I can actually
never took off.
What's up?
How come we 3 never took off? Remember when they were talking about making that?
Well, I mean, but like all of this stuff, Lockjaw's having a revival. Mel's out there looking for that one Pet Avenger book. Animals are hot in comics all of a sudden, and I think it may just be that people assume we're going to see some of this stuff Throg on Disney Plus, but a lot of it is just kind of like the novelty of it. I mean, I got a soft spot for Jeff and for Pizza Dog. I grab him every time I see him.
Yeah, I've not seen the that's what West Coast Avengers 7, is that what that is for Jeff?
Yeah.
So is it 7?
I think it's number 7. I know the cover. I apologize if I get the number wrong.
Good. Yeah, I know. It's got the two of them. It's got Kate Bishop on the cover, right?
Right.
And somebody else, yeah.
Animosity was good.
Animosity was good. It got optioned, went nowhere. But I mean, it's like Marvel Animals are having like their day in the sun finally. It's kind of wild.
Yeah.
Do you guys like the Pizza Dog issue?
I
Do you have any concept of what the hell I'm talking about?
I think it's cheesy.
Pizza Dog?
In Hawkeye, they got this dog, and one of the issues is told through the eyes of the dog, and it's completely silent.
What?
So, yeah, it's hilarious. It's like the greatest issue that Lemire wrote in an otherwise exceptional run.
Shout out to Nick Hart and Spider Cat.
Yeah, Spider Cat. I got one of those today. I was really excited about that.
Oh my gosh.
Spider Cat was in the Miles Morales game. I mean, I'm telling you, the animals are having like a renaissance in comics.
Oh my gosh. Well, once we see the Jump the Shark character, then we're golden, right?
Yeah, I think that's Jeff the Land Shark. On to number 5 this week. Well, first of all, how much did you say these were going for Raw?
20 or more.
20 or more. Excellent, guys. Excellent. Flea market finds for days. On to number 5 this week. Champions Outlawed.
Has me butthurt.
Yeah, this is Champions number 1, the second print. Yeah. More Champion spec, more Kamala Khan spec, more young Marvel character spec. I'm not surprised to see it on here.
Yeah, I'm not either. I mean, it's an inch. It's kind of got that like it's kind of a cool looking cover. It's different for sure. I just think, honestly, and you'll see it later on the list as well. I just think some of these characters, I would be picking up any supposedly low printed short, variant of any of these characters. I just think these variants are the way to go. If you can't get their first appearance and most people can't afford, Captain Marvel 17 second print. So you go for some of these variants that nobody else has. And, I think they've all got legs, I think.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see how many people hammered this before Final Order cut off. I, like a dum-dum, did not, and then I went to a couple local shops and couldn't find it. They're like $25 on eBay?
Yeah, 25 to 30 on for this.
Yeah, I'll wait for them to come down and grab one for me, but I'm confident that people who were smart hammered this. I should have, and I love the cover. I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I like it. It's got like that, like where the like TV scrambling or something like that look to it. It's kind of cool.
Her mask is done really well too. I like her mask.
Absolutely, Brian. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, this is a good cover, and I like the character. There was screen or pictures from the set of the show, I guess, or movie or whatever they're doing with her.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. They're really.
What'd you guys think?
I don't know. Did you see that Aaron Yee said that FOC did not have a picture for this?
No, it didn't. Yeah.
So people may have.
So I don't feel like such a dum-dum for not ordering them.
Yeah. So.
All right, that makes me feel better. Thanks, Aaron. That's the kind of support I need. Now I just feel bad for not buying them when they were cover price on eBay. When I was just like, oh, they're only cover price, I'm not gonna buy any.
Yeah.
Well, but not as bad.
Yeah. I want to also give a real quick shout out to Tales from the Flipside channel. If you guys don't know, now you know. Go check out Tales from the Flipside YouTube channel. A lot of fun stuff going on over there. One of the cool things that's going on over there is Peter Renna is doing something really cool where he's doing the action figure stuff. This is the top 5 toys, episode 2, Marvel Legends. He does the retro carded figures. This is cool stuff. I love when we get the toys.
Dude, watching Peter talk about stuff is dangerous for me. I'm just like, he made it sound awesome. I want to buy it.
Yeah, he did a really, really good job on this stuff. So make sure you guys are checking that out. Not only that, if you guys aren't watching Vintage Voyage, there's something wrong. Go get a little education on some of these beautiful, beautiful books that are talked about every week by Z and Ben as they go way back. I think they caught a little hell for doing some Bronze Age stuff, but hey, Bronze Age is vintage,
dude. It's smart and underwatched content on the channel.
You think bronze stuff is 50 years old now?
I know, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, come on. It's crazy. It's insane.
It's not old enough.
Yeah.
I love their show, man. Their show's great. It's a good one to take screenshots of books. Just to put them in my photo library so that I'm thinking about them because they talk about important stuff.
Oh yeah, good call. Never thought to do the screenshots.
Also, make sure you guys check out the 3 Comic Monty episode with Ross Ritchie from Boom Studios. Really good episode. Fun stuff they did. Innovation in comics. So pretty cool episode. So those are some episodes that we figure we talk to you guys about. Let you know a little bit. And make sure you guys should go check them out. You guys should be subscribing. Anyways, on to number 4 this week.
5?
DC Future State. All right. We saw that these were sent out one per store to stores or diamond holders.
Who paid market for one? Did you?
I didn't get one.
Did you, Nico?
I absolutely did.
Did you?
Yeah, and I
you big on this?
I don't pay market for much of anything. I think it's because everybody's such a glum Gus about the DC Future State stuff. I'm in. I'm gonna check it out. I like DC Comics, and I like to see them doing innovation and creative stuff. And I'll put my money where my mouth is.
I will say the artwork that I've seen so far looks pretty good.
I really like the artwork. I really like the Teen Titans artwork. I like the design of these characters. I'm really in on this Red X stuff, and I am jealous that I didn't get one of these. So,
will any of these be? I mean, nobody's going to consider this their first appearance, though, right?
It's a one per store, so people with all the I bought the previews magazine. Christ, I bought 2 previews magazines today at my local, at a local comic shop. So, will I? No, but will people? Absolutely. Because that's just where we're at. It's like the image is all that matters. Far too few people are actually reading comics. You yell at me for story-driven spec. They're like, George, don't do it. Save your money. Nobody cares.
Hey, I love your story-driven spec. I wish it would come back.
Yeah,
but I just know it won't.
Right. So, I don't know. It's a strange market. I'm not trying to change it anymore. I'm just trying to participate in it. I give up.
Yeah. Hey, well, I mean, it's a $50 book for a free. I mean, it's good.
Wow.
It's good for the stores. I mean, I mean, even the regular ones are probably they're selling for like $5 or something like that. I mean, these are free for them. So good. They probably needed something in their pocket. So I'm
a lot
okay
of characters in this. Also, there's a lot of characters, and it's one per store. I mean, that kind of changes thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's still 2,500, 3,000 stores out there. So
yes,
yeah, but it's an automatic indicia of rarity, right?
And I'll be honest, I'm a little more interested in Future State. It doesn't seem as bad as I thought it was going to be. I know I'm Mr. Negative over here, trying to be a little less negative, and I'm gonna probably try and follow this. I'm definitely gonna read the Teen Titans stuff.
But these are only 2 issues, though, right?
I know, but it could spark something.
I think that's the only problem is that they set it up as a two issue, which is what they've done. They did with Convergence. They did with they did those one shots of those. What was that? I don't know what those 3D covers that they did after the villain covers, the 23.2s and stuff like that.
So my thought is kind of like, will all of these things hit? Of course not. Will all of them get their own series? Not in a million years. But Yara Florrick's already got a TV show, admittedly on CW. And I sort of anticipate we'll see something with Red X. I hope it's Damian, although I doubt it. God forbid. I think a couple of these characters are going to shine, and that makes it important. It'll make all this stuff important.
And this is
particularly if one of them becomes a big deal.
This is like mid-January, right? When they start coming out with this.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I think it's cool. I mean, I like it. It's exciting, and
I want to just like. What's what I'm looking for? Champion the idea of DC doing new cool stuff, or at least trying to do cool stuff, not death metal stuff, but cool stuff.
I respect it. We'll see what happens. All right, on to the top 3, gentlemen. Here we go. Number 3 this week, Chillers, Marvel Action Chillers. This kind of threw me for a loop here.
Did me too.
Pretty sweet. I knew it was coming. I missed it. Didn't find it at any shops. It's pretty badass.
No, I do not want to buy your 9.6 Batwing 19. Yeah, no, this one I was going through the list of new books this week and saw that this one was sold out, and I was like, oh, that one's kind of an interest. I had to look twice. I was like, that kind of looks like Elsa Bloodstone. I was like, maybe it is. I can't. It kind of looks like her. And then I pulled up on eBay and I was like, whoa, it's like $30 to $40 for a 1 in 10. It's an IDW offside, offshoot title. I was like, wow, that's pretty good. But again, it's got Elsa right there on the cover, so that's a big.
I can't believe you knew that was Elsa Bloodstone.
What other character in the Marvel universe has that kind of red hair? That's the only thing that.
Taken.
Yeah, that's the only one that, like, I mean, I guess Medusa would, but it didn't. But she's not gonna be wearing jeans.
Yeah, I heard about it, and because I'd heard about it, like I saw it, and I was like, oh, okay. But if I wouldn't have heard about it, not in a million years would I have been able to put 2 and 2 together. No way, couldn't have done it.
Yeah, I mean, well, like I said, I wasn't 100% sure. It took me. I had to actually look to see if I was even on the right path, but because it didn't initially, I was like, am I right, or am I just completely way off on this? And it's somebody I don't even know who it is. But
I'm kind of shocked that Elsa Bloodstone hasn't taken off in the way that a lot of these, I don't know what you want to call them, like Generation 4 characters. 5, I don't know how many generations we're on now, but characters have taken off, right? I mean, it's not okay. So, like, what 9/8s are what $400 now? I don't know. I haven't looked at eBay.
Oh, of the one,
yeah,
her first appearance.
Yeah, and I mean, you can still get sets for cheap. The later issues, even though they've got like cool homage covers, they don't sell for much. And I like the character. Certainly got, theoretically potential for a big screen or, appearance in Blade or elsewhere, particularly when they start to do like Werewolf by Night and some of the horror stuff on TV or in film. I think your insight on the top 10 to just be snagging those appearances of her is as smart as it gets.
Yeah, I would be grabbing. She's got that. What is that one that? She's got that one variant that's. Oh man, there was like a Hulk one. It was like an In-Hyuk Lee variant. I think is that who it was? The art. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Do you remember, Brian? I can't for the life of me.
The title is completely missing me. Maybe somebody in the chat knows which variant I'm talking about. You could probably put Bloodstone variant in the search and probably find it. I don't know. I like the horror aspect. Just I think the New Mutants had a chance.
Get rid of first.
Yeah. I think the New Mutants had a chance to do something if they would have been more actually horror based than it was. I think people wanted it. I think people want it to be. They want some cool horror that has to do with, some of these comic book characters.
Yeah, Brian, go back up. You'll see.
I think buying sets is where it's at, Nico. Like you said, if you're
absolutely. Yeah, I need ones for the record. So. I've got the other issues to put with my sets, and it's incredibly expensive to do it that way. Trust me, I'm better off buying
Deadpool 1 in 25 variant.
Yeah, that one's sweet, dude.
Yeah, there's the one with Jeff. There's the one with Jeff the Shark too, where he's got it's the copper tone. So it's the best of both worlds. There, it's got Jeff and Elsa on the cover.
Yeah, that's a
that
great
is a win-win. Hell yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, this is Elsa
cool
Bloodstone stuff. What's this book selling for?
Oh, there it is. Monsters Unleashed 3. That's it.
Monsters Unleashed 3. There we go.
Yep. 30. Or this one's selling for 35 to 40.
Yeah, I think the Monsters Unleashed is a 1 in 50. So it's a real pain in the ass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one that if you can find it, pick it up. I need to buy. I need to get one. I don't have it, so
this is what happens. I don't either. This is what happens when we run our mouths too.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's gonna show up on a certain app, and
Yeah, we're next week's top 10 list here on CBSI. Watch out.
Well, you guys saw what this is selling for, $30 to $40 raw. Before we get on to the top two, I want to talk about a couple things. Ben
Hey,
did
let's
mention,
give away the books too.
Ben did mention how he does the list, and of course, there's always a couple books that happen during the time he's after he's done the list. One of them that got big today. That I noticed a couple things, including our IG. If you guys aren't following our IG, Tales from the Flipside on Instagram, this a Tomahawk spec, and I got a message from the one and only Jesse James saying he's just sold like 40 of these books all of a sudden today. What was going on? And here it is. Donny Cates puts out a tweet saying, or an Instagram post saying, a Tomahawk is coming, and then the book shoots just goes crazy.
Yeah, for the record, there's been no news. I've been waiting all day.
Interesting.
Yeah, if people haven't picked up on Donny Cates' hype machine yet, I mean, he's good for comics, but
it's 11:41 p.m. on the East Coast. He's got 19 minutes.
Well, let's take a look. I mean, you can see it selling. $30.
Absolutely.
The book is selling, and there's that one post from him
and it's a pain in the butt. It's oversized, magazine big. You know what I mean? Like, they're not in good shape. If you don't, find them from somebody who takes good care of them. And then there's the cool heavy metal appearances. I think it's issue 282, maybe.
right there.
I didn't realize that it dropped. This was on
There's
the Hot
an
10.
A and B cover too.
This was on the Hot 10, 6 months ago?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I didn't realize it dropped all the way back down to $5. So
Yeah. And it's just shot up out of nowhere. So there's the power of Donny Cates again, letting us know how strong that voice is. But there was a bunch of other books that I noticed, but this one was the one that just really surprised me for how many books sold. So, all
Good
right.
stuff.
On to
Good eye.
number 2. This is another interesting one, and we will be giving our books away soon. So, chat, you know what that means. Stay lively. Number 2 this week. Of course, we talked about this last week a little bit. The Captain Universe Marvel Spotlight Volume 2, number 9. The Mr. E. More Donny Cates. Here we go. More Donny Cates spec. And I think you're right, Ben. This is a classic case of FOMO. There are a couple other books where this character's in. Is this going to be a big character? What do we see? What's going on?
okay, so this is this character's only appearance in 40 years. 40 years. This is his only appearance. And now all of a sudden people, because he shows up in Symbiote Spider-Man, whatever, number 1, like Donny Cates, or I don't even think Cates even wrote that. I think Peter David wrote that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but you bring one character from 40 years ago. I was trying to figure out what in the world was really going on with this. And I think it was CBR or something or maybe it was, I don't know who it was, but somebody said they're bringing back a classic character. I'm like, how in the world can a character that appeared in one issue of a stupid book like this be considered a classic character? People are paying $175 for a raw copy of this. Now, come on. Now you cannot tell me that makes any sense at all. 2 issues before this was the first comic appearance of Peter Quill. Sells for like $40, $30. You're telling me that this book is 6 times more important than Peter Quill? Come on.
I have no words.
I mean, come on.
I have no words. I
love it.
Oh,
I love shit like this, man. I love,
and I know I
get
love
it.
it.
No, even as just a comic book fan, I like
Oh,
when
I can't
these
watch people get
old
robbed
books
like that.
harken. These old books, they harken back to them. I get it. I don't understand why it's selling for so much, but I love that he's bringing excitement on a character in a book like this. That's the type of stuff
I mean, I get all that, but I mean, okay, so I don't know of anybody on our channel that would be like, yes, this is now a key book. Would any of us honestly say that, regardless of whether or not he pops up or not? There's no way that any of us would say that. If you find it for a quarter, okay, great. But there's no chance that any of us would say, "Oh yeah, this is an easy $20 book. You should definitely go be looking for." No,
Yeah, I can't. I got nothing. I can't say anything polite. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I don't get it. I just don't. I would never tell anybody. I never play the "you should buy this, not that" game, because you could do that on any book out there. You could do that on AF-15. If you're going to spend 20 grand on a book, should you buy a low grade AF-15 copy or a high grade, Incredible Hulk A181? There's always going to be the you can buy a different book. So I'm never going to be one to say that, but this just screams fake. I mean, it just right. No, there's nobody that's spending real money, spending $175 on this, right?
If they do, they need their head examined. All right, and I'm done. I can't say anything else. I can't be polite. I'm sorry.
I just don't.
It is a goofy cover, that's for sure. Is that Captain Universe female Captain Universe? Because it looks like somebody's copping a feel. If it is,
what?
Right?
What?
Do you guys kept chat? Do you guys? Am I not the only one? Like, it almost looks like a female Captain Universe, and the one hand is.
Oh,
see that?
Oh, the dude in the brown suit behind him.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't no female.
Well, it's just all bad.
It's interesting. Anyways,
I don't support any of it.
Before we go on, we got a book to give away, gentlemen. So we are gonna do some fun flip side stuff. You guys know how we do this. We like to put you guys into the matrix, and that's exactly what we're gonna do tonight.
Can't we just give all three of them away now?
We can. Let's.
Thank God.
If you want to do that,
save me the shipping. I appreciate it. Sweet Jesus.
So we are going to give all three of these away to one lucky. Lucky.
Hey, Nico, you could be like me and get a winner from Canada.
Oh.
Then it costs you $23 to ship it there.
Listen, if they're from Canada, I'll give them something extra too to make it worth their time. Mine, at least I'll feel like I did something more significant.
We love our Canadians though.
You say stop, buddy.
Tell me when.
Stop.
Spec the deck with an LOL.
The worst comment ever.
It won him a book, though.
You know how to find us, right?
Yep. So shout out Spec the deck. We appreciate you, and you can find us. You can hit us up at, of course, our Flipside Instagram. Tales from the Flipside on Instagram. Just send a direct message, and we will get you those three books. Which three books, Nico, did he just win?
Variant.
Dead End Kids #1.
I think that's
No
the
Heroin #1.
And I think that's the 1 in 5
of No Heroin #1 again. So very cool. Shout out to Frank Gogol. If you guys aren't keeping an eye on Frank and the cool stuff he does, you guys should. No Heroin is such an amazing book, and we appreciate Frank for what he does, and he's got some amazing stuff coming up that is still a secret to everybody, but it's really exciting news. So make sure you guys keep an eye on Frank and the stuff he's got coming out. And
hey, before we hit #1, I'll just go over where I was tonight, because they were all over me. They were crushing me tonight.
Guys, get him.
Yeah, somebody. So I had to go really hard on this last one. So let's see here. The first one I was Well, I'm trying to go back through my pictures here. Oh, was I in the tunnel? Is that the first one?
Yeah.
Yes, the tunnel.
Blade Runner.
I officially got none of them.
Yeah. Then I was in. I'm trying to go the right order, but I may get the order out wrong. World War Z. Memento, which was an outstanding movie if you have not seen it. And I believe this is the last one. Oh, well, if I miss one, then you guys are going to be lost. You're not going to know where I'm at. But this one is from something, or there's something about Mary.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
John, I think we might still own John. John a comic or two.
Did you not send me his address?
And that might have been it. If it's not you, John, it is somebody, and just hit us up again. I apologize. We have so much crazy stuff going on, and sometimes
it's all your fault, Brian.
Yes, yeah. If you are from Canada, do not think you can't participate. We do not care at all. I was just messing around because it does cost like $23.
Yeah, but if you're from Egypt, you're shit out of. No, I'm just kidding.
And you guys can always hit us up on IG at Tales from the Flipside on IG, or just send us an email at talesfromtheflipsidechannel@gmail.com.
It was not you, Doc. I promise.
And remind us if we haven't gotten something out to you that you have won. We apologize. Sometimes that does happen. Things are crazy around here sometimes. Let's get on to number one. Everybody's waiting for it. This beautiful, beautiful Jen Bartel Dr. Aphra cover that I think everybody that saw it and that knew it was coming out this week was probably going to be at this spot on the list.
Did you think it was going to be $175 book though?
Wow.
Not a single bit.
I mean, 3 days after release or 2 days after release, no way would I have thought that. For 1 in 25, whew. That's incredible.
And it's a gorgeous cover, that's for sure. But I don't know if it's the best Jen Bartel cover, the best Dr. Aphra cover.
What's the number 7 variant?
The one that's coming up?
Yeah, there's another big one. It's like a no-brainer.
I don't know. I have not seen that one.
I forget who drew it. What's her? Is it Jenny Frisson? Maybe.
Yeah, it could be. I think she just signed a exclusive with Marvel, right?
I remember seeing it, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to do the same thing Six did." I'll also miss my chance to get one of those for cheap too.
Oh yeah. Well, no, she is doing. Frisson is doing one, but it says it's a cover A. So she's doing the A cover on 7.
Yeah, it says pre-order Jenny Frisson. I got it right here. Hold on here.
Okay,
what? They're not showing it.
I found one that's got a picture of it, but yeah, this one. Whew, that's Now, I guess that's the other thing is, I was watching a video or something. Why am I doing this? Because I'm not even caught up on the show yet. But I was watching a video and talking about how Aphra is going to be the next one to pop, or has maybe already actually been in it, and just went by a different name or something like that. But do you guys think that's going to happen this season? No,
that was not Dr. Aphra talking to Moff Gideon 2 episodes ago. I don't think. A lot of people saw that and instantly thought about that Dr. Aphra 35 cover.
I think it's a
Darth Vader 35.
Oh man, I can't remember.
Anyways,
Is it Star Wars 35?
No, it's not Star Wars. I think it's Dr.
I think it's Vader.
Yeah, I think it's Vader.
Okay.
And it's her standing there in the the lieutenant gear.
Right.
So it's a beautiful cover, and it did blow up for a little bit, but I don't think it's worthy of anything, concrete.
I mean, the reality is
that was Aphra.
There's just so much potential that it's hard to even tell what they're going to do. I mean, there's all these characters that they could put within this time frame, and then theoretically they could go into the past, into the future, and it looks like we're going to get a ton of Star Wars content on TV and assumedly in a series of films here within the next 5 to 10 years. It's going to be real interesting to see how high these books go.
I'm having a hell of a time trying to find this Frizen variant.
The picture the picture that I found in here, I can share it.
Okay.
And you guys think it's an A cover?
It's the 1 in 25.
They're saying in the chat that it's a 1 in 25, but
all right. Well, it was nicer when it was an A cover because I thought I could save a little money. Now I'm just not.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh boy.
If that's it, that's garbage. That's not it.
+3. Okay,
yeah.
so it's this one right here.
That's not it. Yeah.
All right, so that's what I was looking at the wrong thing.
$90 make ya holla.
It'll be interesting to see what it looks like. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways,
has she dropped it on her or Instagram?
She might have, but this Jen Bartel is hot. Jen Bartel is
what was our quote from Gary on Thanksgiving? He's like, other people can buy Peach Momoko covers. I'll keep buying my Jen Bartels. We'll see who does better in the long run. And she's just been putting out hit after hit.
Yeah, it's her coloring.
Unquestionably.
It's definitely the colors that make her stuff stand out. It kind of reminds me of back in the golden age, the LB Cole stuff. It was his coloring that looks so different that's why people liked it.
Yeah, I love it, and I love the stuff she's been doing.
For the record, how about our buddy Richie banged him on the Star Wars 35 about 2 weeks before it popped on the YouTube show. Gave that one out for everyone. We get good content on this channel.
Yeah. Well, the Star Wars 35 stuff is interesting, and it'll be really interesting to see, where that goes if that continues to gain ground, because for a lot of Star Wars fans, that's a comic that they remember very well. And this is the book we're talking about here. This issue here with the red-eyed Vader. They actually made a 2-pack comic variant, action figure variant, the same thing they did with Heir for the Empire for this book. So that's another thing to be on the lookout for if this character does grow any legs. But who knows if that will continue. We'll see here. But yeah, shout out to Richie on that fun stuff. Star Wars stuff just continues to be crazy. And if we continue to get good content, the good content that we're getting out of Mandalorian and these offshoots, Boba Fett, Ahsoka Tano, Thrawn, whatever, we're getting offshoots, we're getting more stuff, and they've set them up very clear. Just got to know what you're looking for. So other than that, you guys, you can find this list every week over at comicbookinvest.com. If you guys love comic news and speculation information and amazing lists and just all around great articles, comicbookinvest.com is your place. One of my favorite all-time articles, of course, Dollar Bin Digging by the one and only Peter Renna. This is a new article they have over there tonight, so make sure you guys go check it out, and make sure you guys go subscribe to Peter Renna's YouTube. It's very easily, it's Peter Renna on YouTube.
Ooh, yeah. Tricky.
Yeah. Our buddy has been doing a heck of a job for a long time on that article, and I really enjoy the back nine. Kind of gives you a flavor for who's doing what. It's my go-to shop. It's where I go for all my news.
Yeah. And
if you guys have ever been on the site, there's also on the toolbar, there's a checklist button that if you ever want to get checklists, there are so many like variant sets and cover appearances that people like totally miss out on this stuff, where you can go and find the entire checklist for all kinds of different things, for artists, for whatever, Joker cover appearances. People don't even realize it's there, I think, half the time. And there's some really, really good content in that just that little checklist tab.
Yeah, so make sure you guys go give them some love and check out the list every week that you guys see right here on the side of the page by the one and only Ben Stein. And make sure you guys subscribe and like the channel and the show. We will see you all next time. Thank you. Peace.